Brings us to item H, the request for physical education credit substitution.
And again, a new 2011 Wisconsin Act 105 made some modifications to education law, and one of those modifications was that a school board can allow a pupil who participates in sports or another organized physical activity to take an additional half credit in English, science, math, social studies, or health in lieu of half a credit of physical education. And we did agree as a board to include this provision in our graduation policy. So tonight we have 2 students who have requested being allowed to take that waive that half credit or use their athletic experiences, their organized sport experience for that. So those applications are attached for you to take a look at. One student is a sophomore who is a 3-sport athlete and is involved in sports for at least 10 hours every week. And a half credit of physical education is about 3 3/4 hours of instruction a week for 18 weeks. So the young man certainly in participating in 3 sports has fulfilled the requirement for physical activity. The other student is a senior who is requesting credit for 7 hours of dance every week, and she has documentation from her dance instructor so that again she can be taking some additional coursework. These are both very good students, focused on academics, so I think they are both reasonable to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for the physical education credit substitution for the 2 students as presented.
Second. Can I just ask, for the sophomore, the 10th grader, is the request for just this year or for subsequent years? It's for...
It's only a half. You can only do this once.
Okay.
So if you look at the student's transcript, I don't believe he's enrolled in Phi-Ed this year, so it would be his, half a credit this year.
Okay.
That he would receive.
So we have a motion and a second to approve the 2 requests for physical education credit substitution as presented in the 2 applications. Any other questions or comments? Yes.
Real briefly, just wanted to point out this is the first time we've done this, first 2, and this is the first time we've used this form that was created in response to the board policy. So if you're not seeing the information that you need to make the right decision, let us know, and so we can tweak and try to help. The purpose of the form is to help the student provide the right information to the board, and likewise, if you think you have enough, that feedback would be good too, so that we know as we're sort of floating into this that we're either providing it correctly or not.
Okay, thank you very much.
So Mr. Hay did take the initiative to create the form and get that going, so that is appreciated, Mr. Hay. So.
Anything else? All those in favor of the 2 requests signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
I abstain.
And 1 abstention by Mrs. Mosley. So the motion carries and those 2 requests are approved.